Okay. Tableau is a BI tool, business intelligence tool. Okay. Coming to BI, we need to discuss about data warehouse. Example, on top of databases, we need to build data warehouse. On top of data warehouse, we need to generate some reports and dashboards. Finally, by seeing those reports and dashboards, end user will come to know how his business is going on. For analysis purpose, first on top of databases, we need to build data warehouse.
Okay.
On top of data warehouse, we need to generate some reports or dashboards. And finally, by seeing those reports and dashboards, end user will come to know how his business is going on. So in BI, under BI, there will be some databases, data warehouse, and some reports and dashboards. Okay. First, BI means first we need to discuss some BI. First, we should know what exactly data warehouse is.
Okay.
How can we define
Okay.
it? Yeah. Data warehouse is a subject oriented, integrated, time variant, and non-volatile database system. If a database system contains these four properties, we can say that is data warehouse. Subject oriented means it will maintain data according to subject wise, or we can say according to dimension wise, like customer, product, country, geographical, time, like that. And integrated means we can integrate data from almost all kind of data sources, text files, Excel files, CSV files, and all relational databases like Oracle, SQL Server, DB2, MySQL, Access, and SAP systems, Salesforce systems. We can load data from almost all types of data sources.
Okay.
Time variant means it will contain present data as well as historical data,
Okay.
current data as well as historical data. Non-volatile means in data warehouses, data will not be changed frequently. In general, it will be updated on a monthly basis, maybe monthly once or twice. Okay. If a database system contains these four properties, then we can say that is data warehouse. Subject oriented means it will maintain data according to subject wise, according to dimension wise, like customer, product, country, year, time, geographical, like that. Integrated means we can integrate data from almost all kind of data sources. Time variant means it will maintain current data as well as historical data. Non-volatile means data will not be changed frequently. In general, it will be updated on a monthly basis. Okay. Another way how we can define it.
Sorry.
Another way how we can define is data warehouses are subject oriented and integrated databases designed to supply information for decision making.
Okay.
Data warehouses are subject oriented and integrated
Are
databases.
you writing anywhere? I'm sorry, Karthik, are you writing anywhere?
Come again?
I mean, are you recording this session, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Data warehouses are subject oriented and integrated databases designed to supply information for decision making.
Okay.
Information for decision making. And another way how we can define is Data warehouse is a powerful data model which can answer any type of business query. Data warehouse is a powerful data model
Okay.
which can answer any type of business query. Business query. Okay. First, on top of databases, we need to build data warehouse. Once we have built data model, okay, on top of that one, we can answer any type of business query like year-wise sales, customer-wise sales, product-wise sales, this year sales, last year sales, like that. This is data warehouse definition. Then we'll go for data warehouse architecture. In data warehouse architecture, it will contain source systems or source databases, and staging area, then ETL transformations, operational data store, ODS, then enterprise data warehouse, then data marts, source systems, staging area, ETL transformations, operational data store, and the enterprise data warehouse and data marts. Let's say this is data warehouse architecture. First, it will contain source systems, or we can say source databases, then staging area, then ETL transformations, then operational data store, then enterprise data warehouse, then data marts. Okay. First, we need to load data from different types of data sources. For example, if you are running business across the globe, means in each and every country, we may maintain different kind of data source due to data size, due to flexibility, due to budget. In each and every country, we may maintain different kind of data source. For example, in India, we may maintain Oracle, in US SQL Server, in UK DB2, or in Australia some Excel files simply. So for analysis purpose, what we need to do is we need to integrate all those databases data into a single place. Then we need to perform some transformations. Then we need to build data warehouse. So here first we need to load data from different types of data sources into staging area. Staging area means we can say some working area. If you are using Informatica, means Informatica will be the working area. ClickView means ClickView will be the working area, like that. Staging area contains some raw data, means data without any transformational activity. So based on staging area data, we need to perform some transformations. Transformations means loading data. Okay, after loading tables, if you don't want few columns, means we need to drop unwanted columns. And if there is any requirement for new columns, we need to include new columns, and we need to calculate aggregations, and we need to apply conditions and filters, sorting data either in ascending or descending order, then changing metadata, changing date formats, handling null values, implementing joins, and resolving issues like circular reference and synthetic keys. Finally, after doing all these transformations, we need to load transform data into target tables. Target tables may be some data.
Okay.
Okay.
One question, Karthik.
Yes, tell me.
The one which you said me just now, this Oracle DB2 platform is a different. I mean, the data coming from different formats, right?
Similar format, not different format. If it is in different format means we need to keep all those into the same format, single format. All those,
I
all
mean,
those, yeah,
okay. So what does it? I mean to say this DB2 and Oracle is a database, right?
yes, database.
And however, this flat files is also in another database.
Flat file means some text files.
Oh, so that is what I was saying, different format. So I was confused.
Yeah,
Flat files is another different format.
yes.
So,
So,
and staging area means that can be any technology, right? What you
yeah,
said, like TPU
yes,
or technology.
yes, yes. Some working area. Okay,
Okay.
okay. On top of staging area data, we need to perform some transformations like this. Okay, after doing all these functionalities, we need to load transform data into ODS in general. ODS means operational data store. ODS is similar to data warehouse, but it is volatile. Volatile means data will be changed frequently, but not like in transaction systems, not like in source databases. Means in databases, data will be changed for each and every second. But in ODS data, it will be updated on a daily basis, maybe daily once, per day once. Okay, how can we
I mean,
define?
if you want to change, if suppose if you want, I mean, if you make a change in the early of the day or early of the morning, so it
Yeah,
would be remain same whatever we do in the
yeah,
after daytimes also, right?
yes, yes,
So it gets only updated by the next day every
yes,
24 hours, right?
at least, yes, at least yesterday data we can find. Okay, okay. How can we define ODS is? ODS is a subject-oriented, integrated, time-variant, and volatile database system. In general, ODS data will be updated on a daily basis. Okay. Okay. After maintaining data for 2 to 3 months, we need to move the data into enterprise data warehouse. Means data warehouse. Okay. Benefit of ODS is if you want to generate reports on very recent data, if you want to generate reports on latest data, we need to depend on ODS than enterprise data warehouse. Okay. Next one is enterprise data warehouse. Just now I have seen. It is a subject-oriented, integrated, time-variant, and non-volatile database system. Data will not be changed frequently. In general, it will be updated on a monthly basis. Okay. Next one is from this enterprise data warehouse, we will extract a group of related data and we will create some small data warehouses, or we will extract some departmental data and we will create some small data warehouses. Those smaller data warehouses are called as data marts. To improve query performance, we need to create data marts because firing queries on small data is more effective compared to huge volumes of data. It will contain huge volumes of data. From this one, I am creating some smaller data warehouses by extracting some group of related data or by extracting some departmental data. This is sales data mart, finance data mart, accounting data mart, like that. Data mart means simply we can send some small data warehouse containing some group of related data, some departmental data. Okay. I'll say again. First, we need to load data from different types of sources, different types of databases. Then we need to load into staging area. Staging area contains some raw data, data without any transformational activity. Then on top of staging area, we need to perform some ETL transformations. ETL transformations means uh, some functionalities involved in ETL transformations are loading data from different types of sources. After loading data, if you don't want few columns means we need to drop unwanted columns. And if there is any requirement for new columns, we need to include new columns. And we need to calculate aggregations. We need to apply conditions and filters, sorting data, either in ascending or descending order, changing metadata, changing date formats, handling null values, implementing joins, and resolving issues like circular reference or circular loops. Then we need to load transform data into target table. In this case, ODS tables. Operational data store. ODS is similar to data warehouse, but it is volatile. Volatile means data will be changed frequently. Frequently means it will be updated on a daily basis. After maintaining data for 2 to 3 months, we need to move this data to enterprise data warehouse. Benefit of ODS means if you want to generate reports on very latest data, recent data, we need to depend on ODS than enterprise data warehouse. Enterprise data warehouse means it is a subject oriented, integrated, time variant and non-volatile database system. On top of this one, we'll extract a group of related data and we'll create some small data warehouses. Those small data warehouses are called as data marts. For example, sales data mart, finance data marts, accounting, like that. To improve query performance, we need to create data marts. Source systems. We can load data from almost all types of data sources. Data from almost all types of data sources or databases, like relational databases, Oracle, SQL Server, DB2, MySQL, Access, etc. And we can load data from text files, CSV files, Excel files, and we can also load data from SAP systems, Salesforce systems. So we can load data from almost all types of data sources, all kind of data sources. We need to load data into staging area. Staging area contains data without any transformational activity. Staging area contains some raw data. Raw data means it will contain data without any transformational activity. Just a second.
Okay.
Okay. Transactional data will be extracted and loaded into staging area. Without applying any transformational activity. Some raw data. Okay. Next one is ETL transformations. This is the main area ETL developer has to concentrate. Okay. Because this is the main area. ETL developer has to concentrate. all these are some functionalities involved in ETL process. Like loading data from different types of data sources. After loading data, if you don't want few columns, means you need to drop unwanted columns, and if there is any requirement for new columns, we need to include new columns, and calculating aggregations, applying conditions and filters, sorting data either in ascending or descending order, changing metadata. Metadata means we can say data about data. If you want to change data about data, means data related to table names and column names. If you want to change table names, we can change. If you want to change column names, we can change. Like that. And changing date formats, and handling null values, and implementing joins, and resolving issues like circular loops. Finally, after doing all the transformations, we need to load transform data into target tables. Next, we need to load data into ODS.
Okay.
Operational data store. Okay. How can we define ODS is? ODS is a subject oriented integrated time variant and volatile database system. Volatile database system. Volatile means data will be changed frequently. Okay. Benefit of ODS is, if you want to generate reports on very recent data, prefer ODS than data warehouse. And after maintaining data for 2 to 3 months, update data warehouse data and truncate ODS tables. ODS tables. And it is better to refresh the ODS data on a daily basis. Next, enterprise data warehouse, we have seen that one. Next one is data marts. Data marts. From enterprise data warehouse, we will extract a group of related data and we will create some small data warehouses. Those smaller data warehouses are called data marts. A group of related data or we can say departmental data will be extracted from enterprise data warehouse and load into small data warehouses. Small data warehouses called data marts. Benefit of data marts is to improve query performance. Benefit of data mart is to improve query performance. To improve query performance while generating the report. These are our data warehouse architecture. Next we'll say differences between OLTP and OLAP. Means we can say difference between database and data warehouse. OLTP and OLAP. OLTP OLTP is online transactional process.
Okay.
It is online transactional process. Means each and every transaction will be stored in OLTP system. Online transactional process, and OLAP means online analytical process. Online analytical process. OLTP systems maintains current data. It maintains the systems maintains current data and OLAP systems maintains historical data. Historical data. And OLAP systems contains data, means data without any transformation activity, raw data. OLAP systems contains data and OLAP systems contains information. After transformation activity, we can say that is information. Information. And OLTP systems are designed to perform transformational activity, designed to perform transaction. These systems are designed to perform transactions. Each and every transaction will be stored into OLTP systems. And OLTP systems are designed to perform analysis. These systems are designed to perform analysis. And another we can say is OLTP systems are designed to perform insert and update statements effectively. Means in transaction systems we can insert data, we can update data. Designed to perform insert and update statements effectively.
Hello, Karthik.
Yes.
Yeah, the one which you are mentioning, see, these are it been performing at the back end, right? Back end of this Tableau, right?
These ones.
Sorry?
I didn't get your point.
I mean, this OLTP, OLAP,
Yeah.
all the operations are at the
Yes,
back
yes,
end
yes.
of the Tableau, right? Not at the front end.
OLAP means, yes, OLAP we can say related to Tableau. Okay. So because Tableau is a BI tool, business intelligence tool. Okay. Coming to BI,
Okay.
we need to know some basics related to database, some basics related to warehouse, then some basics related to reporting. Okay. As a, as it is simply BI tool, if you go for any interview, the you'll face these kind of questions. Difference between OLTP and OLAP, what is dimensional model, what is star schema, what is snowflake schema, what is data warehouse. Okay. If you are learning any BI
Suppose
tool,
you are,
yeah, not
and
only,
OLAP means BI tool.
yeah,
And what
OLAP means
about this OLTP?
database, database. Okay.
Okay.
OLTP means we can say database, OLAP means data warehouse. Okay. These systems are designed to perform select statement effectively. Select statement effectively. Okay. Means on top of OLAP systems, we can view data, we can see data, we cannot perform any insertions, we cannot make any modifications. We can use only select statement, and on top of OLTP systems we can insert data, we can update data, and but in OLAP systems simply we can select data. And OLTP systems contains non-aggregated data, data without any grouping. And OLTP systems contains aggregated data, summarized data. OLTP systems contains normalized data. Normalized data means data without duplication, means no redundancy, means less duplication or no duplication. Normalized data means, and OLAP systems contains denormalized data. For analysis purpose, we need to maintain some duplication. Denormalized data. More redundancy. Okay. We need to build OLTP systems by using ER model, entity relationship model. Built using ER model. And OLTP systems built using dimensional model. So now we need to discuss regarding dimensional model. Why? Because we are dealing with Tableau. Tableau is a BI tool. Now
Okay.
we should know what exactly dimensional model is. In dimensional model, it will contain two types of tables: dimension tables and fact tables. In dimensional model, it will contain two types of tables: dimension tables and fact tables. Okay, dimension table contains one primary key and its relevant attributes to maintain business history. Dimension table contains one primary key and its relevant attributes to maintain business history. It contains one primary key and its relevant attributes. Attributes means columns. Relevant attributes to maintain business history. For example, we take product dimension. Product dimension. In product dimension, product ID will be the primary key and all others like product name, product description, and product brand or product category, all others will be its relevant attributes. In product dimension, product ID will be the primary key and all others are its relevant attributes to maintain business history. Similarly, if we take category dimension, category ID will be the primary key and category name, description, all others will be the relevant attributes to maintain business history. So, attributes means columns. See here. If you take product dimension, product ID will be the primary key and all others like product name, description, category, subcategory, all others will be its relevant attributes. Similarly, time dimension. Time ID will be the primary key and all others like year, quarter, month, week, day. Its relevant attributes. Similarly, customer dimension. Geographical dimension. Geo ID will be the primary key and all others like region, country, state, district, city. All others are its relevant attributes. Next one is fact tables. Fact table contains a set of foreign keys with respect to all the dimension tables associated to it and facts information. Facts information means columns containing numerical information. Okay. Fact table contains set of foreign keys with respect to all the dimension tables associated to it and the facts information. Means facts means columns containing numerical information like sales, revenue, quantity, this type of information. See, your sales fact fact table contains set of foreign keys with respect to all dimension tables. Customer ID is related to customer dimension. Product ID is related to product dimension. Geographical ID is related to geographical dimension and time ID is related to time dimension. Okay. Set of foreign keys.
It becomes a primary. Yeah, I mean, these are the respective table primary keys, right?
Yes, yes. Foreign key means
But how can it be a primary foreign key?
Primary key means only single field will uniquely identify the table. If you take product dimension, only product ID will be unique. For example, take some particular product, the product ID, product name, description, category. So this ID will be unique in that table. It won't be repeated again. Okay, but here these IDs will be repeated. Example, I would take some, for example, laptop company, product ID 101, product name, some HP, product cost 45,000. 102 Dell product cost some 55,000 like that. And in this table, it will not be repeated again. Okay. If it is primary key means it will be unique. All the details related to HP product will be stored here. Product ID, product name, description, product cost, all others. Product category. We should not write this. Data will not be like this. For one product ID. And if, that ID will be completely uniquely identifies this entire row, this entire record. But in for us here, but in fact table, there may be duplications. Product ID, for example, customer ID, for example, CS101, and geograph time ID, but maybe some time 01. Cost is, for example, cost is some 45,000. Similarly, 101 for customer, second customer, for example, 102, same time 01, 45,000. See, for single product there will be multiple sales, right? So here there may be some repetitions. Here there will be only one product. For that product, here there may be multiple sales. Okay. Customer ID may purchase multiple times. Each customer may purchase product multiple times. So here there may be repetitions. And all these dimension tables and fact tables will be related by using primary key foreign key relationships. Primary key uniquely identifies entire record, entire table. Got it? Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was confused with the point actually the statement says about regarding about foreign key. One customer that I was confused the statement which you have said to me.
Yes.
Could you repeat that?
Yeah, sure. For example, say I want to store, for example, we forgot about product dimension. For example, I want to store employees information. Okay. Employees information. Okay. For each and every employee, there will be some employee ID. Okay. Name, age, gender, and all other details, address, all those. They are showing employee information. For example, employee 101, employee name, for example, Karthik, and age some 30, gender male, address, whatever it may be, some H5D. 102, some Ravi, age some 32, some, for example, Vijay. Like this. See, if there are some 100 employees, there will be 100 employee IDs, 100 unique employees IDs. So there may not be any possibility to repeat this one. Okay. For single employee, single details. Primary key means this ID will not be repeated. If I take name, this name may repeat. For a 103, for some other employee also have same name as Karthik. Okay. Okay. Some other employees also have same name. Okay. But in primary key means this, it will simply identify the entire row, entire record. Uniquely identified based on for single employee ID, for single ID there will be complete details. If you take some ID related to that ID, I will fetch all the details, his name, age, gender, address, like that. Single word how we can say is primary key means it will contain unique values, and foreign keys means there may be repetitions. For example, for single employee, for single employee, there may be multiple sales. For example, if we take some sales fact, for example, sales fact 101. Yeah.
Yeah. Go.
Yeah. For example, 101 employee ID, product ID, some whatever, some P01, whatever it may be.
Okay.
Some particular P01, his sales is 45,000. Again, same for 101, he may purchase some other product P02, some 50,000. See, in fact table, it will be primary key. Employee ID will become primary key. Sorry, foreign employee ID will become foreign key. In foreign keys, there may be repetitions. For example, if single person may have multiple purchases. We take some one employee, he may take some 10 products. Product 1 sales, product 2 sales, like that. Foreign key means there may be repetitions. Primary key means there won't be any repetitions. There will be only with single employee ID. There will be only one record. No repetitions, no duplications. But if it is foreign key, there may be repetitions. There may be duplication. Primary key means unique values. Foreign key means multiple values. And otherwise, we'll have some session, 1 hour session on database basics also. I think that would be good. What exactly database, how tables will be related, what are joins, like that.
Okay.
Okay. Fact table contains set of foreign keys with respect to all dimension tables associated to it and facts information. Facts information means fields containing numerical information. Okay. Example, sales revenue quantity, this type of information. Sales revenue quantity, this type of information. Here you can say facts are also called as measures or numerical information. Both fact and dimension tables are interacted by using with the help of primary key foreign key relationship. Will be interacted with the help of primary key and foreign key relationship. Okay. We'll have some repetition. Fact table contains set of foreign keys with respect to all dimension tables and facts information. Means columns containing numerical information like sales, revenue, quantity, this type of information. Dimension table contains primary key its relevant attributes, and fact table contains set of foreign keys and facts information. Okay. Okay. As of now, today we have seen data warehouse. Data warehouse is a subject-oriented, integrated, time-oriented, non-volatile database system. And next we'll go for data warehouse. In data warehouse, it will contain source systems or source databases, staging area, ETL transformations, ODS, enterprise data warehouse, then data marts. Okay. First, we need to load data from different types of databases. Then, by using we need to load data into staging area. Staging area contains some raw data without any transformational activity. On top of staging area data, we need to perform some ETL transformations. After doing all these transformations, we need to load the transformed data into ODS. ODS is also similar to data warehouse, but it is volatile. Volatile means in general it will be updated on a daily basis. Okay, after maintaining data for 2 to 3 months, we need to move this data to enterprise data warehouse. Benefit of ODS means if you want to generate reports on very recent data, prefer ODS than data warehouse. Next one is enterprise data warehouse. It is a data warehouse, subject oriented, integrated, time oriented, non-volatile database system. Means data will not be changed frequently. In general, it will be updated on a monthly basis, monthly once or twice. From this data warehouse, we'll extract some small data warehouses and we'll extract group of related data and we'll create some smaller data warehouses. Those smaller data warehouses are called as data marts. To improve query performance, we need to prefer data marts. Next, we have seen some differences between OLTP and OLAP systems. Then dimensional model. In dimensional model, it will contain two types of tables: dimension tables and fact tables. Dimension table contains primary key and its relevant attributes to maintain business history. Primary key, for example, you take product dimension. Product ID is the primary key, and all others like product name, description, category, all others will be its relevant attributes to maintain business history. Next one is fact table. Fact table contains set of foreign keys with respect to all dimension tables and facts information. Facts are also called as measures or numeric information like sales, quantity, revenue, this type of information. All fact dimension tables and fact tables will be related, will be interacted with the help of primary key foreign key relationship.